of, ooh, I like that light, of being a government contractor. So thank you all for being here today. Benefits, well, first and foremost, I'm here live from the St. Regis. Yes, I love this hotel. So it's one of the beautiful benefits. If you haven't already, check out winnerswaybook.com, winnerswaybook.com. So one of the amazing benefits, and I'm going to share with you, of being a government contractor is that you get to create, hello Matt, you get to create the life that you desire. Truly is. Drinking this tea that was gifted to me by an amazing woman, and it helps me sleep at night. What's up, Matt, Chad, Kevin, Raven, all of you? winnerswaybook.com if you haven't checked it out. So that's one of the greatest benefits, that it's not my why. So I want to clarify that a benefit doesn't need to be your why. But it is a benefit when you're an entrepreneur, that you get to go on impromptu staycations, because I live full-time in Mexico. But let's take a step back from that, okay? One of the benefits of being a government contractor is the federal government, they always pay. They always pay. Matt, let me put this over here. Just a second, y'all. This is water, because I have 11 years sobriety. But they have the cutest glasses here, y'all. Look, they have this beverage cart with wine. They have great wine glasses and stuff. So, they even have a book on polo. You know it's a high-end hotel when they got book on polo. Okay, so winnerswaybook.com. winnerswaybook.com. I have shorts on, so don't even try it, people. Thank you, Hannah. Surgery was a success, doing really, really well. All is amazing. winnerswaybook.com, Matt, or you can go to also go to Amazon. So benefits when it comes to being a federal government contractor, get y'all kind of a little closer here. They always pay. You get to create the kind of life that you want. So if you're like, listen, I want to make $500 a month, I just want some extra income, then do it. If you want to make millions of dollars a year, then do it. There's no right answer. Your goals, your dreams, your desires those are yours. If you want to write 20 proposals a month, write 20 proposals a month. You know, pick up proposals.win.com, proposal.wins.com. It's going to help you out with writing your proposal. Thank you, corporate. Did you bring? winnerswaybook.com, winnerswaybook.com. If you want to win government contracts, type yes. Type yes in the chat right now. I also realize there's a bit of a delay, especially for those of you watching later. Type yes. Type yes. Awesome, Matt. Thank you so much for your purchase. One of the greatest, another benefit of government contracting is you can sell almost anything you desire. Some people call it middlemanning. Some people I call it subcontracting. You can just call it I call it being also an entrepreneur. Okay? So that's the other benefit. If you're like, listen, the federal government, they need wine stems. Why couldn't you sell them? Tell me. Who here would sell wine stems to the federal government? Here, let me get some of that out of the view. Wine stems to the federal government. I would. Well, why not? You know? Why not? Why not do that? But if a chicken restaurant, all of a sudden you walked in there and they were selling clothes, tell me, would you want that chicken? Like whether it's fried, grilled, or sauteed, and all of a sudden they had like clothes for sale inside of the chicken place? I don't know about that. That'd be weird. I mean, I did go to some very interesting, let's go on a little walk. I did go to an interesting car wash in Florida where they had a bunch of stuff like clothes, and they had the weirdest stuff for sale in there. It was like a whole Walmart. And I didn't really go there much after that, because I was like, what are these people doing? But in the realm of government contracting, this is the water they provide. Very nice. They just did turn down services. So I have water. They gave me lavender to put on my pillow. I like that they don't give you chocolate. Nobody needs that. So one of the benefits of being a federal government contractor is you can sell a wide variety of products and services, and you're not going to be questioned about it. They're not going to say, Janina, why are you trying to sell religious services? We don't understand. They just want the thing. Now, of course, there's legalities, like you can't just sell cadavers. Sorry, y'all, I mispronounced it. So there are some regulations around like the legality of selling things like pews. Okay, understood, you know, but let me refix that. Other than that, there's no reason you can't sell so many different things. Janitorial, right now, there's several janitorial opportunities. There's a bunch of, what else is there? Different products on Unison, on sam.gov. There's a bunch of opportunities. So if you're open to selling more than what you imagined, type yes, that you're open to that. Yes, April. April showers. So even if I have a skincare business, primarily I could bid on janitorial. Correct. Yeah, I wouldn't want that chicken either. If you want to sell something outside of what you're offering, yeah. And that's the beauty of it. So for instance, we sold appropriations law to a USDA group. Appropriations law, it's training that contracting officer representatives take. Was I ever a contracting officer? Did I ever work for the government? Was I in the military? I don't know that game. Put your finger down, put your hand down. I didn't do any of these things. But we sold and made over 30% on these courses to the federal government on appropriations law. Because I found we have the people to do the thing. So how's that any different than the government needs books? Girls of Prison buys a bunch of books. Thank you, Jonathan. The federal government, they purchase podcast services. They purchase a wide range of training. They purchase CPR. Oh, for those of you joining, I do not drink. I have 11-year sobriety, but I sure do love a good wine glass. So I'm staying at this beautiful hotel, and they have this wine cart. So they have Beautiful glasses. And a book on polo. Because I am bougie. Here, I'll show you because you're probably wanting to see. You're probably like, nah, she making this up. I'm in Mexico too, by the way. See if we can get the polo book out. Oh, goodness. This is a whole little operation. Okay, let's get the polo book out. Bam. Ooh, this is like a 10, 15 pound polo book. Oof. This is huge. It's like leather too. I'm just gonna set that up here. That's a big old book. Okay. Let's do that. The kind of contracting that I'm involved in is predominantly professional services. So we have staffing, we do provide IT, training and development, and then now I'm in the middle of just working on anything. We bid on electric blinds, we bid on fencing, we bid on lactation pods. I won on Unison to process payments for the Coast Guard. Calcutta, what's going on with your phone number? Maybe you need to add something else in front of it. Call them if you need be. We've sold Oculus headsets. Dang, don't you hate when you shave and then you realize you cut yourself? I didn't even know I cut myself. Hold on, they buy notary services. I mean, I guess, but not really. This is water. I'm sober. I don't drink alcohol. So this is why the federal government is such an amazing client, because you got to think outside of what you're offering. Yeah, it's beautiful that you're offering notary services, but how many people really need notary services in the federal government? It's like, how many people need green lipstick? Maybe during St. Patrick's Day. But you want to be able to sell what they need. They need janitorial, they need camera services. They need things with flooring. They need roofs. They need snow removal. They need lawn service. They need religious services. They may have, they may have their own notaries. It's not an area where you're going to really get a lot of contracts. Total start cost. That's a great idea. I love that idea. So you're helping people set up their own contracting companies. I help people find, bid, and win profitable contracts. So yes, to answer your question. Do I need a business permit in the state of my subcontractor? No. Not unless you're making them an employee. If you want to be remote, you need a physical address. Fantastic. I don't know who you hiding from, but physical address. Oh, a CIA operator. Okay. Tanzania. No, you change lives. No, I really do change lives. After you win a contract, do you just hire a third party? I remain H-Town. If y'all haven't already, winnerswaybook.com, proposalthatwins.com, proposalthatwins.com. And then also for tonight, I'm throwing in, you get the ultimate edge in the next 24 hours for $29.97. I'll throw in the starter kit. I'll throw that in there. Okay. So send me an email. I don't have any paper. kparks@kpcinc.com. kparks@Kilo Papa Charlie India Nancy Charlie.com. Okay? Thank you, Kelsey. Thank you, Todd. I'm glad that it's a lifesaver. Okay, Jay Hill. Well, if you want to open up your company, by all means. The startup costs vary. This is not like business in a box where I'm going to say the startup costs are $99. So let's take a look at that. I know I can't type in here. Somebody has to type for me. I know, and they don't have, ever since, I don't have any paper. I think I have a pen. Let's go on a little journey. So it's kparks@kpcinc.com, because this is just for y'all watching the live next 24 hours. I'll throw in the starter kit. kparks@kpcinc.com. So here's the deal. A lot of people are inspired. They may work for a government contractor, or maybe you have a relative in the federal government, something of that nature. So here's the deal. By all means, as long as their rules and regulations allow, you can easily set up your own business. Just be prepared that you have to find, bid, and win the opportunities, and that's why I'm here. Whether it's the book, winnerswaybook.com, one of my 600 videos, as long as you have a strategy, you're going to be able to win a contract. For those of you, DigiBrain, it's on, when you're doing a live on here, you can't, type. So here's the deal. So for those of you that are like, well, what's the startup cost? What do you have to do? You have to have a business. So sole proprietorship, S Corp, LLC, C Corp. Okay, you got to look into the fee associated with that. If you are in a situation where you can't pay your bills, government contracting is not the answer. If you're in a position where maybe you're couch surfing or you're on the verge of couch surfing, government contracting is not the answer. The answer is you getting more cash flow, you working more, you picking up side gigs, you doing everything needed to get more money. When you're in that position where you can set up your business, you can take a leap. Maybe you're making 40, 50, 60, 200,000 a year, or collectively 200,000 a year, and you want to make more money, you want to have passive income coming in. This is where government contracting comes in. Many of the people I coach or come across are married, are single, are divorced, have a job. Maybe they don't have a job because they're a full-time entrepreneur. But that's the beauty of this. But when you're in a position of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and you're trying to figure out food, shelter, and things of that nature, the last thing you want to do is then add in, how are you going to handle a parking lot contract? You want to make sure you're set up for success and in the right mindset. So for those of you just joining, I'm here in Mexico. This is one of my favorite hotels. I think we have light out here. Here, let me see what we can do. Let's see maybe what we can do, maybe not. Because I don't want to get eaten up by mosquitoes. Okay, hold my bong. Goodbye. What's up, Faith? Faith, I love you so much. So if you're interested in putting in the work that's needed for government contracting, type in yes. Type yes. Type yes. If you're interested in putting in the work that's needed to win government contracts, type yes. Typically, Jay Hill, yeah, not always, but typically, that's right. Type yes, and thank you. I really appreciate y'all being engaged. Eddie Fishes, no, I'm gonna do my own thing. What does that mean? Okay, let's go over, I'm not gonna have the light, but that's okay. Let's go over to the fridge, because I'm gonna end up drinking all of this water. Let's go over here. Isn't that beautiful? That's the sleeping quarters. Ooh. Okay. Speaking of sleeping quarters, I'm getting sleepy myself. Oop. Oh, hold on a second, everybody. There we go. They have this beautiful, I love this. They always have real flour, and then they always have this here. So pretty. Gotta move this. This table isn't the biggest table, so. I know. Do you mind, this is not in Tulum. This is a St. Regis in Playa. I live in Tulum. So I appreciate you all dealing with my set change. I just felt like getting out of that chair. Check out my book, winnerswaybook.com. Let's get the big daddies out, the big water. Whew. I should have had her give me extra water because I'm going to end up drinking all of these tonight. So to recap, you can sell almost anything to the federal government. You don't have to sell what you currently are providing. So let's say you sold bottled water. You could also sell staffing. You can sell oil and gas. It's about you being able to provide the thing. Corporate hustlers, what do you plan on doing here in Tulum in November? I don't really have a hotel recommendation in Tulum. There's an A-Loft. I really like Marriott's my favorite. What are your thoughts on using an alias? Yeah, having a doing business as. Which Ritz-Carlton? They don't have a Ritz-Carlton in Playa. This is a St. Regis. So, but I'm saying I like Ritz-Carlton. Yeah, have a DBA. We use KPC as a DBA. Uh-oh, corporate anniversary with your husband, wife. How can we sell something we don't know anything about? That's a really good question. Thank you, Jay Hill. That's a really good question. I don't know if anybody here watched this story about McDonald's, but did the gentleman who took McDonald's to the next level, did he know anything about burgers? Most entrepreneurs have a high school degree. It's not about that you're an expert. Thank you, the founder. It's not about you having the background in it, because what often happens is that's the mindset of the education system. You got to know this, you got to be smart, you go out there, you get a job, you add value, you get a paycheck, you have your 2.5 kids, you get a house, you have your 401k, you retire, and then you pass on to the next life. And I'm there with you, April. You just wing it and you figure it out. I didn't have a blueprint and say, hey, I want to go into government contracting. It was, hey, Dr. Parks, we would like for you to be a subcontractor here at Patrick Air Force Base at the time. And I was like, okay, I'll figure it out. That's what entrepreneurs do, is they figure it out. When you really look at the different entrepreneurs out there, it's not that they put together this plan, it's that they took action. And remember, the coaching is $2,997. It's not $29. Okay, so I want to let you all know that. And by purchasing in the next 24 hours, you will get the starter kit thrown in for free. So the thing that entrepreneurs do, whether the client is the government or not, is you just take a chance. That's all this is. It's just you taking a chance. But if the thought is, no, I can't figure this out, I can't do it, then you're not going to be able to do it. I didn't know anything about food inspection, but we've invoiced millions upon millions of dollars with the USDA because they're one of our biggest clients. Okay, I don't know what is Jay Hill. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'll say this. The federal government is the biggest purchaser out there. They spend over $800 billion a year. So anytime somebody says something like, how am I supposed to sell what I don't know about? Then what you can do is sell something you're comfortable selling. How do I know if those who subcontract are doing a good job, or the questions to ask when choosing them? These are really questions about trust, trusting yourself, and having faith. This actually came up in my coaching today. Somebody asked, well, if we have people in other states, how do we know that they're doing what they're doing? Don't most companies have people who live in other places? Didn't everybody work virtually during the lockdown? You could say, well, but Kizzy, that was so different. How is that any different? If you have faith and if you trust and you give people the rules of the road, hey, I would like for you, for this opportunity, you're to deliver flowers and plants. Yes, the government buys flowers and plants. I want you to deliver them, take photos. They need to be in a round container. This is what they need. Can you please make sure they're delivered? You got to enter this door. You have to have ID. You got to do XYZ. Please take photos. You're giving them instruction. You're not telling them how to do the job, but you're giving them instruction. That's how you ensure people do things. No different than your job. Do they just say, here you go, here's your hourly wage, here's your compensation package? Yes. Sometimes they have onboarding. Sometimes they just say, hey, talk to this person, they'll tell you what to do. I know in the military, they have in-processing. I think that's what it's called, I don't know. Just kind of remembering for Patrick. There are these things. So you have to ask yourself, is it about wanting to micromanage? Because even if you know the thing, let's say you know everything there is to know about marble floors, okay, what makes you comfortable? Are you going to go there and check out the marble floor? Is it because you want to micromanage? I don't know. Okay, I see lots of questions. I'm going to go through these. I probably will go shortly. April, I'm going to catch the rest replay early. You're amazing. Great. Okay, let me get rid of this person. If you're a newbie, unison, janitorial, religious. I would even give up, okay. How much does it cost to get in government contracting once you get a contract? Depends on what you win, DJ Rap. That's what dictates it. If it's janitorial, you don't really have any upfront costs. This is really good. I think this is my favorite bottled water here in Mexico. That stuff is good. Ooh, that stuff is so good. I'm just winging it. I'm going after janitorial contracts. When I win one, I'll figure it out. That's what I'm saying. That's the life of an entrepreneur, is building the plane while you're in it. Okay, I think we got everything. Yeah, there's always some trolls. If you're interested in stepping outside of your comfort zone, type 1. If you're interested in stepping outside of your comfort zone, type 1. This was something for me of recent, because one of my defense mechanisms from just different trauma, thank you all, I love this, type 1, is I was hyper independent, and I do it myself, and it's really a defense mechanism, y'all, whether you want to accept it or not. That's what it is. That's what it is. Water, 11 years sober. So I got this business partner, right? And in my soul, I knew this person should like be my business partner. And thank you for kindness about sobriety. So bring this person on, and they would tell me how they, Kizzy, you have a business partner now. Now you can, like, rest assured, you have this business partner, rest assured. And I was always like, okay, yeah, whatever. It was kind of like, okay. Like, so, I'm making a point here. So it was like of recent, like some things happened, and I was like, oh man, I really get what they're talking about, because I didn't know what it meant to really partner with someone and to lean on them and to ask for their help as a business partner. And so this is no different than government contracting, because this is what you have to do if you have employees, if you have subcontractors. When you delegate, you have to be self-assured and realize you're part of the same team and not just say it. And I love what Jasmine said. I started thinking of I can do it myself as I can make it harder on myself. And that's a really good point. Because you got to have a team. And so it took until, honestly, recently to fully do this. And I share this with you all because to truly get a contract, have somebody fulfill the work and do it again and again and again, you have to be able to have this part down. I thought I did, which in many ways I did. I'm not trying to be hard on myself, but at the same time, what I'm doing now is nothing I've ever encountered in my life, and it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. So I just wanted to share that, because government contracting and the benefits of government contracting is more than just having a business, getting a cage code, bidding. There's so much here that goes into it. I've been awarded over $50 million in government contracts. I have an amazing life. And that's one of the other benefits of government contracting. You can take your money, do whatever. Maybe you want to pay for a vacation. Maybe you want to pay off a credit card. Maybe you just want more money every month. The sky's the limits. The sky's the limits. The sky's the limit. I have my faith. Y'all, listen, this is how serious I am about this tea. Because those who know, I brought it with me. I brought the tea, and did y'all notice? I even brought my little thing from home. Sure did. That's why I love this, the St. Regis. They have a beautiful Nespresso machine, and those are their dishes. So you have to ask yourself, what are you willing to give up to get the benefits? That's what you have to ask yourself. What are you willing to give up to get the benefits of being a government contractor? Maybe you have to work 8 to midnight. Maybe instead of scrolling on Instagram and checking out Cardi B's baby bump, congratulations, Cardi B, I love you, girl, you're my girl. Instead, you're on sam.gov or Unison. You're role playing how you're going to call a sub. So it's giving up these different things. whatever it may be. Listen, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'd planned in my mind like this massive 100,000 subscriber party, right? Because, you know, I'm an alcoholic, 11 years sober, but I love parties and I like when people drink. It's just something I enjoy. I like sitting at bars. I like looking at bars. It is what it is. Alcohol will always be my first love, period. City girls. So I was sharing this with my team and my business partner was like, absolutely not. We are not doing that. And started listing all these reasons. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little salty. I was a little sad. I was like, that inner child was like, no, we don't get the big birthday party, you know, kind of vibe. And then probably within 30 minutes, I was like, my business partner's right. They were like, let's postpone it. And that's what this is about. You're postponing that gratification. That's what you're doing. Especially now, because this is the fourth quarter. You're postponing. So maybe you're not going on that trip. You're not, I don't even know what sports we're on right now, because if it ain't football, I ain't really watching it. You're postponing those things. And thank you, Legacy Nurse, for what you said, because it's true. We have subcontractors all the time. I have tons of them. I don't facilitate the classes. I don't create the content. I'm not the person going to process the payments for the Coast Guard. We have people in Hawaii. Abba Ross, you should. Yes, you need to have it registered with the state and make sure you're paying all the fees unless you're a sole proprietor. Not doing any of it. I bid on an opportunity for shades, electric shades for the FBI. If we would have won, I wouldn't have done any of the work. Done absolutely nothing. Oh, preseason started tonight. But it's, oh, yeah, I don't watch baseball. I was seeking staffing bids, saw some, but they were STVOB. Just reach out. You can reach out on the Facebook group. You can reach out here. You know, I don't know if, you know, I don't know if I'm going to watch any preseason. But I'm telling you now, Lions are going to the Super Bowl. So don't forget that. You can go back to all my videos when I'm here at the St. Regis. You know it's St. Regis because of the background. Lions going to the Super Bowl. But yeah, I mean, it's a huge part of it. There's a ton of benefits with having the federal government as a client. You know, one of additional benefit is there's so many options. You can have the Army, the Navy, the Marines. Oh, that's good. Look at that. Go Bears. No, corporate, we didn't win the lodging. We didn't win the blinds. I think, you know, with the lodging, it was like, I have a feeling they probably submitted themselves. TrueFit, send me an email about that. kparks@kpcinc.com and I'll send you the link. But here's the thing that I love about my uncle and others and all of you here is you take the leap. You take the leap and you try. If you're interested in trying, I want you to type the number 5. If you want to try, type the number 5. I kind of like that number 5. Type the number 5. If you're ready to take that leap, type 5, because it's easy to sit on the sidelines and critique. Oh, is this even gonna make any money? Why are you gonna want to do that? Why don't you just have your job? Why don't you go on that girls trip with us to Jamaica? Why don't you come to Miami? Why don't you do that? Why don't you watch a game? Why don't you do this? It's easy. Do you really have to pay all those fees to set up your business? You know, there's always this noise of people out there. And to all of you that put a 5 up, I commend you, because taking this leap and being in this space of having a business, there's nothing like it. I'm gonna tell y'all now, because of my interesting upbringing, it doesn't faze me. It doesn't. But now that I have so much more structure and business partner, and I've worked through my inner trauma, I'm working through it, through my spiritual journey, and why one of many reasons I moved to Mexico. I'm here in Mexico. Don't think just because I got my bougie life right now. I showed y'all the book on Polo. This bougie up in here, y'all. Like, look at my look at this plant they got. They got a real tray and stuff. They got a tray just for this. Listen, look at these pillows. Y'all, they got bougie pillows up in here. I even got a nice blanket. Look, my extra blanket. Look at this pillows. Y'all see that one? Anyways, my point is that noise is always going to be there. But for those of you who wrote 5 and you take that leap, the benefits and the outcomes are abundance. That's what it's about. Abundance based on your view of abundance and what you want for abundance. My goal is to have a $100 million company. You know, your goal maybe you want to bring in extra 500 a month. It doesn't matter the goal. It's what resonates with you. That's what's key. That's what's important. And a lot of people want it. They want the limelight. They want the money. They want to say they have government contracts. They want to have a lucrative business, or they want to start a business. They want to lose weight. They want to be spiritual. They wear the beads and they're still a jerk. You know, there's a lot of people who do that and they're not really putting in the work. And that's right, listener, you have to start in order to succeed. And the noise will always be there. I mean, there's always, you know, what's interesting right now in my life is like these little secret haters, like they think they're cute. Like I mean, before I honestly, I didn't pick up on it, but now I know, like they think they're cute. Like they try. I'm like, y'all don't understand. I'm the daughter of Arthur Parks. Like, I don't even understand. I don't even understand. winnerswaybook.com. Hold on, let me get the book. winnerswaybook.com, proposalthatwins.com. If you want to get coaching, you can email me at kparks@kpcinc.com. I'll throw in the starter kit for $29.97. And I do like that Faith said she hustles in private. You know, I've gotten to that point. You know, my hairdresser, Maddie, warned me. She was like, Kizzy, there's certain things you just can't talk about out loud. I agree and disagree. I think some of that comes from one's own life journey. For me, it's like, I have no problem saying things out there because I know there are more for me than against me. When I talk about my goals, that's fine. But guess what? This shit's gonna happen. November 16th, I'm competing in the transformation category. For the next 14 weeks, I am in a caloric deficit, doing my OMAD. Right, Lay. That's how it is. A lot of people do stuff like that, especially here, because I'm in the Yucatan. So many people got the bracelets and did ayahuasca, or they went on some retreat, or they met some whatever, and they're still, ugh. I don't play around with that stuff. My transformation's for real. This is my selenite. This helps calm me because I am an empath. I can pick up on energy all the time, and it can be extremely overwhelming. And this is very new for me. I'm psychic. Again, whether you agree with it or disagree, it ain't about that. I'm just keeping it real and telling you what it is. God lives in all of us. I got my rose quartz to always remind me about love and loving myself. And then I got this other, like, I don't even know what this one is. I don't even know if this one's real, but it's so pretty. I like this one. It's kind of shimmery. I don't think you can see it though. And then this one, these two my brother Joey got me. This one came from my brother Joey, and this is a stone. This is a crystal unique to Michigan. So I don't remember the name of it, but I really like that. Yeah, I'm not here to BS you. I'm not gonna be like, hey, come in and government contracts, because that's BS. And then you're gonna start doing some of the crazy stuff that people suggest you do, and then you won't win, and then you're gonna be mad. The only reason my voice is a little toned down is I have my sleepy tea. This stuff is fire. So y'all know I love it. I brought it with me to the hotel. Sure enough did. Shoot, I ain't playing with my tea. I was like, I'm gonna get a good night's sleep. And then I got a butler. Yes, I do, y'all. I got a butler on WhatsApp. I already pre-ordered my coffee service. It comes with the room. They come in here at 8 in the morning to bring my coffee. And I was like, you need to bring me about 3 of them too. I should have told them to make it extra hot. Sometimes if it's not so hot. Okay. I love you all. Okay. Albatross, bidding on a solicitation. They looking for electronics. Be careful with some of the electronics, because how low can you go? So like I got a whole setup here, right? I travel with all this stuff. How am I gonna be Anchor? I think it's pronounced Anchor. How am I gonna beat their prices? So you gotta be careful. If it's something unusual, but if it's certain electronics, it's gonna be very difficult to win. But if you wanna try it, because I do believe everything is possible, just have a small margin, 0.5%, 1%. I know, you're gonna be like, but that's so tiny. Restaurants, 5%, 3 to 5. Do I send NDA to both? No, the government doesn't get the NDA. I'm psychic and empath. Oh, and empath. I love you, Lay. Is that bracelet honestly helping you stay calm? I might need to get one, but I thought it was all hype. The bracelet helps, but the what really helps, and I don't even remember where I got this. I thought I got this in Dallas. This selenite. So there are times where I'm really kind of triggered, and I just keep it in my hand. I've purchased I actually got some selenite recently from outside of New York City. I hated it. I threw it all away. I didn't like it. Oroka girl, 58 is young. Aren't both presidential candidates? Oh, well, maybe not both because it changed. But one of the presidential candidates is over the age of 70. 70 is like the new 20. I mean, I'm being serious. Especially nowadays, age is irrelevant. It's not too late to get in anything. Lay, it's in, what's that part of town? Not Deep Eblum. It's the part of town where people brunch. It's gentrified. Ask me about the NDA. What do you mean if the company's huge? It might have been West End. There's a crystal shop next to a juice shop. There's a juice shop, and the woman who opened it, I think she's Mexican American. She opened it. It's a juice shop, and then the crystal shop is next to it. I don't remember the name of it. There's a barbecue place that's not very good that's in that area. I don't know if it's called West End. It might be West End. They have like the farmer's market and stuff like that. So you gotta do a little hunting. Age is relative. Yeah, I agree with you. I always say, listen, y'all, I'm really big into manifesting, and we have the Lionsgate Portal 88 coming up, and I want you all to do this. Okay, if you're open to this, I want you to type the number 1. If you're open to it, is for you to put out there the words that we speak, the things that we write, they are so powerful. And I want you to practice whatever it is. For me, I say I'm aging in reverse. Everything is possible. There are more for me than against me. I will make $1 million a day for GovCon winners. we will win a C on PAX 3. I mean, $1 million a day is that's not the real goal. Sorry. Oh, I got ahead of myself. You know, and then I manifest for other people. Other people are healthiest person I know. They're going to be free to travel. That you know, like, yeah, with God all things are possible. You know, whatever, however you want to put it out there, and then keep putting it, keep saying it. That's what's powerful. I will win a contract. I will get a contract. That's why I love Faith that you come on here so much, because she overbid a contract by hundreds of thousands of dollars and she didn't say, screw this, I'm out. No, instead, she's still doing it because Faith knows that she's going to win a contract. That's why I love you and I talk about you a lot, Faith, because I feel your hustle. You're not playing. Awesome, Shukran. So that is another piece of this. No matter what you do in life, it all is here. Think about the great athletes. Think about other entrepreneurs. Think about celebrities. They believe it. You're gonna win a lot of contracts, Faith. They make it happen. You don't see posts of Kobe Bryant. He's like, yeah, you don't have to practice a lot, and practice is stupid, and things are terrible. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know, because I think so positively. Now, I have my moments, don't get me wrong. You know, there's moments where business partners like, look, and I'm like, damn, they're right, you know. But at the end of the day, what you say happens. And another tip, I love that. People realize the power of the tongue. Your thoughts become more aware. In your thoughts, you become more aware. Yeah. Here's another example is, and then I'll kind of close with this. Your first step is to create a business, have a legal business. I mean, if you need to file taxes, but you may not need to. I just had a moment. I was thinking about something. Okay, you have two. Great. That's great. You have two businesses. I'm sorry, y'all. I totally forgot my thought. Like, for real thought it. I drifted off and then I came back and then I'm over now. Messed that all up. Yeah, I was going to close with an example. And then now I can't even think of the example. That sucks. I did a whole setup and then it's... This is water. Don't forget, 8 years sober, water. Oh yeah, it was an example about being positive. Oh, I know what it was. It's about light and heavy. Okay, if it's okay if you're behind, just have a payment plan. So one technique I learned is I look at things in terms of heavy or light. Does it feel heavy? Is it heavy or is it light? Okay. So I'll give you a minor example. I know this is third world, this is first world problems example, but you know, because I'm here, my bougie St. Regis. So I was gonna book like a spa, manicure, pedicure, because I really like the facility. Nobody's really in there. I even like brought my nail polish and everything. And so I couldn't get the phone number to work, and then the email kept being sent back. But they were sweet. Like, they emailed, they called me, but the time didn't mesh. But it was even before the time. I was just like, this is heavy. Like, I'm going through all these changes for a manicure, pedicure, where I can just go to my normal spot. Like, it's too much. You're doing too much, right? This is too heavy. And I apply the same thing with government contracting. If it's the documents aren't working, or the contracting officer's not getting back, or I can't find a sub, or it just feels off, I let it go. I don't force it. I don't force it at all. Like, I want to go to Guatemala soon. One of my friends, she's there, like, working on herself. She's spending a year there. She is amazing. She is amazing. And her name is Charlotte. And I was like, you know, but now is not the time. It just doesn't feel right. It feels heavy, right? And so this is what happens with government contracting. Too often people try to force it and it's heavy. Like, but Kizzy, I can do this. The question is never, can you do it? The government knows people can do it. It's like, are you the right fit for it? Can you win it? And is it light? You don't want to win something or go after something that's a burden at all. That's not what you want to do. So I look at everything as far as who took me to the hotel today, how I paid for the hotel, how I'm going to get home, where I go to eat, the food that I have. Right. I don't chase, because then that's not even good energy. I have the energy out there of abundance and being treated with love and respect. So then I treat others like that. You know, there are times I might be a little, you know, I'm just saying. And then I require it. So you want to attract, and you want to put out there, what are you trying to attract? Okay, so Jarius, that's cool. You want to sub your trucking company. I don't know if government contracting is the way for you. Just being honest, it's going to be heavy. You do. You're going to make way more money, especially as you age. And there was a Harvard Business Review, and they found, I believe, the age of greatest success for an entrepreneur is not 23, 28, 33. It's like 44. And I'm not saying if you're not 44, you're not going to succeed. It's like, we're on a journey, y'all. This is way bigger than just winning a government contract. That's not hard. You can literally go win one in the next 30 days. Get your cage code, bid on Unison, bid on some on Sam, and you're going to win. It's not hard. It's not hard to win. What's hard is making that switch, because we're programmed as a society to be dependent on an employer, dependent on all that. So I love and adore you all. It's time for bed. Y'all don't even know about this bathroom. This bathroom in here, oh my God, it's fire. And then you get 2 robes. I love that. I love a good robe. And then, depending, I may even wear the robe to the beach in the morning. No, normally I'm not that person at the hotel, but I may be that person tomorrow. Attracting your first janitorial, that's right. April, you will. There's no reason you can't. Deborah, I'm shocked. A safety company gave me a line of credit for $2,000. Had no clue factoring would back me. I've learned so much in such a little time. I'm so proud of you, Deborah. And here's the deal. Don't talk yourself out of that. Because I've seen that before. People are like, yeah, Kizzy, they want me to fill out a form for credit. Fill out the form for credit. Your business credit is based on your personal credit. I don't care what these gurus tell you. They are going to ask you for your social security number. Okay. My first bid was for homelessness mitigation. I was 1 of 3, was excited, and they canceled it. That's okay. Follow up with them and see if they still need the services. Send them an email and call them. Maybe they got the money. That's all you got to do. Okay, y'all. Well, we drink a lot. Water. Don't forget, 11-year sobriety. So this has been good. You all are amazing. I have 1 little bottle for in the morning. I'm gonna need a lot more than that when they bring my my coffee service. Okay. Proposalthatwins.com, check it out. winnerswaybook.com. I love and adore you all. I'm going to put the room back together. And don't forget, not only is everything possible, if you want one-on-one group coaching, taking full advantage of me doing this until 25, $2,997. Yeah, I'm gonna probably wear the robe. The beach here, y'all, stop. If you want to see pictures of the beach, go on my Instagram. It's so beautiful. It's like, and there's hardly anybody goes on the beach here. It's like such an amazing hotel. There's guests here, but you don't even know anybody's here. I knew you were one of us, chosen. Yes, and you're chosen too. There's a plunge pool here. I don't know if I'm gonna go in the plunge pool though. I'm not really feeling it. I love and adore you guys. If you want the interested in the course and the starter kit for free, send me an email at kparks@kpcinc.com. I'll put things in here for the replay. Okay. Loving all the spammers. Don't worry, I'll do a vertical live soon. I didn't want to, I really like doing them on my camera, my phone. The Yucatan. I'm right now in Playa, but I live in Tulum. Thank you, A. Johnson. I appreciate that. Here, let me take a photo. Oh my goodness, sorry. Oh, that's cute. That's a cute photo. Okay, y'all. Love and light. Everybody in Tulum. Love and light. Bye, y'all. I'm getting goofy. Everything is possible. Take care. winnerswaybook.com.